Lazy Burrow here with the Super Cheese Toy Club, and I am super excited about my yard sale finds today. Let's just go and unpack them with me here, guys. This is awesome. This is a 1984, I believe, LJN Wrestling Superstars ring for the 8-inch LJN figures. We're going to get into that here in just a second. Let's unpack some of the other stuff we found this morning at our yard sale adventures before we get into the main course there. Okay, so we just got Moon Knight is being released as I believe it's a series on the new Disney Plus streaming service that's coming along. There was the big D23 convention that just happened recently, so Moon Knight's one of the projects. So found this Walgreens exclusive pop, not in the best condition, kind of a beat up box, but when you find it at a yard sale you find it for dirt cheap, so box condition doesn't really bother me that much. So cool, there's a Moon Knight I'll be able to sell for cheap at the next convention. Let's look at some of these loose figs here, and of course turtles are kind of a staple. Always got to pick up turtle loose figs whenever you see them. This one is Eastman and Laird comic book style. This was awesome. This came out with the the Nickelodeon series from just a couple of years ago. I've got to kind of turn his foot around there, make sure it's in the right direction. But yeah, that is super cool. I love those Eastman and Laird, the old comic book style from what, 1983. Of course, the old comics were in black and white, so they did the color versions. But those are really cool figures. Not quite as cool as those NECA ones, but for an affordable price, those are really cool comic book style figures. And of course, here's the Michael Bay turtle version, and there's Raphael, looking all buff and yoked out. So there you go, a couple of turtle figures, bulk out the turtle displays. And here's the one I'm excited. We got some vintage figures here. Let's look at it. This looks like what, 1979 Matchbox car, and that's a Minnie Mouse. Nose is a little scraped up there. Put a little black touch up. We'll salvage that a little bit. Alright, and oh man, here are some vintage Star Wars. We got C-3PO. Here's what, Bespin Luke Skywalker. Let's see. His nose looks a little bit, he's in pretty good condition. Hands are a little gnarled. Nose looks like it's seen some better days. But I mean, at least all the, well, pretty much all the fingers are intact. There's thumb's a little gnarled there, but alright. There you go. Who's this? Is this what, IG-88? I think that's what, one of the bounty hunters from Empire Strikes Back. Here's a Yoda without his cloak, but there's old school Yoda. Always fun to find them. We got a couple, not one, but two Gamorrean guards. And they look pretty good. They do look pretty good. Let's see. There's Bespin Princess Leia. I think she had some kind of cloak on also. Cloth piece that went with her, but there's a Leia. There's a couple of Power Rangers also. There's Black Ranger Zack, and there's what, Bull and Skull. That's Skull from the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger line. Skull actually went from high school bully to like they went into like the police training force, and then they became Private Eyes. So character development, that character went through one of the like greatest character development arcs in all of the Power Rangers mythos. So there's Skull. And this was pretty cool. This is what, 1988 Nintendo Super Mario display. It had this cool little, you could put your name, your high score, your date. So I guess this was meant to be like a trophy type thing, but the it looks like there's a spot here where somebody else goes, maybe a mushroom or something like that. But yeah, old school Super Mario Brothers, before there was a Super Mario Brothers 2, 3, and all the subsequent Marios that came after. Mario Party, all that. This was a toy based on the original. Very cool. Like I said, I think it's 1988. And then, of course, you know, I'm a lunchbox fiend, so here's a little Disney Princess lunchbox. Penelope and Paige appreciate these things. They're at that age where they love opening these things and stashing stuff, so that'll be for the girls. Once again, some more Disney lunchboxes. And this was a cool lunchbox. This was a retro radio lunchbox. Kind of has bumped up here. Didn't do anything. It's not a real radio, you know. It's just a plain old lunchbox, but kind of cool looking. You know, add it to the lunchbox section. All right, guys, and we are almost there now. It is almost time to jump into the main event here. But before I do, thank you for joining me here on the Lazy Burrow channel. And basically what I do on this channel is I just show off the toys and collectibles that I found at swap meets, yard sales, thrift stores, you know, wherever I am out and about. And most of this stuff, I mean, a lot of it goes in my personal collection, but a lot of this stuff is available at my Antique Mall spot, the Super Cheese Comics and Collectibles, located inside the 19th and L Street Antique Mall in downtown Bakersfield. And I'll also be selling in just a couple of weeks at the Bakersfield Collector Con over at the Rabobank Arena in downtown Bakersfield, so go ahead and visit us there. Alright, and let's get through the plushies real quick. You know, you always got to get some stuffed animals. There's Pikachu. There's Mario, kind of rounding out our Mario Day. And we'll kind of clean these up a little bit, get them display ready. And of course, you know, you had the Pikachu, might as well have the Master Ball there too. Cool. Alright, let's get to it. Now this right here, I saw it had a bunch of LJN figures. You know, I saw the Ring first, picked up that box, but I saw these LJN figures just kind of chilling inside this wire basket here, so I haven't even gone through this yet. I literally just knew I was going to take the whole basket, figured I'd sort through it later, so you guys can do it with me. First of all, we got a baby toy from Disney. This is 1984. One of those bath squeak toys. That's cool. Alright, let's get into the LJNs. First off, we got Cowboy Bob Orton, I believe this is. Ace. Cowboy Bob, and I actually see a couple of hats here. I think this is the one that goes with Ace. There you go. So, Cowboy Bob Orton with hat. Pretty sweet. And these LJN figures, man, they're notorious for, especially, you know, being stored like this, notorious for having the paint scuffs and all that. But these are actually pretty clean, you know. Still need to go through a figure bath. Hashtag figure bath, major wrestling figure podcast, guys. But, right on. It looks really good. Who else we got? Nikolai Volkov, I believe. And, you know, the USSR has seen some better days there on his shirt, but usually on these figures, you know, especially when they have painted t-shirts, man, you see a lot of skin showing, because, you know, the paint just wears away on the trunks, on the knee pads, on the boots, but these look great. These look really, really good. Alright. This is the Funker, man. This is Terry Funk. And he comes with a branding iron, and his hat accessory is here as well. And this is cool. You don't usually see the branding iron with this. This is a type of accessory that a toy that came out in, well, probably these ones are from like the second or third series, so probably 1985, 1986. To have a accessory like that branding iron and these hats intact, pretty rare. And Funk looks pretty good. Chaps are there. Paint job looks really, really good. We have some kind of paper towel or something stuck there. Like I say, we still got to give these guys a figure bath, but so far so good. And then here we got Big Andre the Giant. And, you know, Andre kind of looks like he might be bigger scale. Because, I mean, he's Andre the Giant. You know, he's got to be larger than the other action figures. This is the long-haired version. They made this came out in Series 1, I think, 1984. But I think the next year they made a Series 2 Andre with his short hair. You know, that's made famous in, like, this WrestleMania 3 match with Hulk Hogan. This is the long-haired version of Andre. This is young 70s Andre. The Andre that could do drop kicks and head scissors and took photos with 20 girls on his shoulder, you know. Andre the Giant. Hey, and once again, pretty clean paint jobs, you know. A little bit of paint mark up there on the trunks, but not a lot of paint scuffing anywhere else. So that's, for the LJN figures, that looks pretty good. What else do we have in here now? It looks like those are it for the full-size 8-inch ones, but we have a lot of the bendies. These are called the bendies, and these, the exact same look and mold almost, just scaled down a little bit smaller, you know. These guys are, what, about 3.5, 4 inches? And they have, like, metal wire in them, so they're able to actually be posed a little bit. I don't want to be too rough with them right now, but let's see. Corporal Kirshner, Jesse the Body Ventura. These are all in the bendies. This is, of course, Macho Man Randy Savage. Staple of 80s wrestling. Oh, let's see. Who is that? That is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, I believe. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And these guys, now down here at the, more towards the bottom of this thing, it looks like we got some kind of, something that melted there. So these guys definitely are going to need more than just a figure bath. A little bit of a deep cleaning, but still in pretty good shape. Like, that stuff can come off real easy. I'm not worried about that. George the Animal Steel, bendy. King Kong Bundy. King Kong Bundy. Al Bundy's favorite wrestler, King Kong Bundy. Who else we got here? That looks like Captain Lou. Captain Lou Albano, and same thing. Looks like he's got some of that tissue paper residue on him. Like I say, not worried about that. That's easy to clean up. I'm looking more for actual paint scuffage on the, you know, paint job that the manufacturer did, and I'm not seeing a lot of that. So, good news, good news, good news for us. This, I believe, is the Iron Sheik. He has seen some better days. Of all the figures I pulled, he's kind of in the most beat up. He's got some wear there on the trunks, but it looks like also he's got, somebody tried to customize him a little bit. It looks like we have nail polish or something here on the boots. That is a trip. So somebody was having fun with their action figures, customizing them. Let's see, and I'm looking for more of these bendies. I kind of want to do this all in order here. That is Nikolai Volkov. Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper. And same thing with these things. It's, you know, you're looking for spots on the t-shirt, and his white t-shirt is pretty intact here, so you'd see, like, his skin tone showing through with those paint scuffage, but the red looks good. The white looks good. Man, I'm actually impressed with how good these figures look for the way they were stored and for how old they were. Who's that, old Hillbilly Jim? Oh, that is, that's Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, I believe. Mr. Wonderful. Ooh. And then, of course, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Hulk's, you know, one of the most common figures to find in these lines. They probably produce more Hulks than anyone else. He's the star of the line, but it's always good to find a Hulk. Now, these are the actual, like, thumb wrestlers. Made right around the same time, same company, LJN, but these were supposed to be like thumb wrestlers, you know. They don't do much. They don't have any posability whatsoever, but, you know, who cares? There's JYD, Junkyard Dog. We got Big John Studd and the Thumb Wrestler. We got Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Hulk Hogan. Really sweet. And like I say, I'll clean these up, give them a figure bath, but these are pretty good condition. And then there's something else here at the bottom. I mean, it's Captain America. Once again, it's got that tissue paper on it, but like I say, that just comes right off by swiping, so we'll clean him up. It looks like he was a parachute toy. Let's see if we can see some of the markings here. He's probably out of the 80s era, like Secret Wars 80s era line, but kind of an offshoot of that with the parachute. I'll do a little research on him. Can't really make out a date there, but that's really cool. That's really cool. That could be a real old. I could predate the Secret War. I mean, I'm seeing 80s toys here. I'm not seeing any toys that kind of predate 1980s, so that's why I'm assuming that he's in that early 80s Secret Wars era. But hey, he might predate that. So I'll do a little research on that Captain America. It's pretty sweet. All right, and then this bad boy, the Wrestling Superstars Sling 'em Fling 'em Ring. Look how much fun these guys are having. All right. And this is cool. The box is in really sweet condition. I already pulled the ring out just to kind of give it a preliminary look, but back's a little bit beat up, but still kind of gives you shows you who's in the line and all that. Open there on one side, but still a very good condition box. Awesome logos, exactly what you want in the box of an 80s toy. It's bright, colorful logos, you know. That's awesome. That's going to be a great display piece at a convention. If I decide to sell it, I might actually have to hold on to this guy. And here's the actual ring. Let's see. And once again, I haven't cleaned this up yet, but I see 4 posts here. That's good. I see red, white, and blue ropes. That's good shape. Got to make sure we have all the turnbuckles. You know, the turnbuckles is probably the thing that gets missing the most. There should be 3 per ring post here, so giving us 12 turnbuckles. So I don't know how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, looks like I count 12 there. That's pretty good. Sticker-wise, now the main WWF sticker has seen better days. It's still there. It's intact. I don't see any rips on it. Not adhesive anymore, but that's no problem. A lot of customizers kind of make these stickers now in the exact dimensions you need. So for display purposes, I could get another sticker made and then just kind of press this one out and have it available if I sell it as the original sticker. But, you know, we'll see. When we clean up the ring, we'll kind of see. Still has its side stickers here, the vintage side stickers. And these are real cartoony. You know, before they had like Vince McMahon or someone on the side. They didn't have cool graphic ring skirts, so they went real kind of cartoony with it. You know, the toy manufacturer probably had more to do with this design on the side than actual WWE marketing people. There's a guy drinking a Coke, eating fries, and he's look at that. The action in the ring is really stressing that kid out. So, all right, it looks like we got different stickers and all. Oh, that guy's pissed. Wow. Angry at what's going on in the ring. And this guy's laughing, but it looks like they're looking at the same thing. So 2 different reactions. One guy is laughing at what's going on, and the other guy is just raging mad. Eat your hot dog, buddy. Chill. Drink your lime soda there. And there's the timekeeper. And he's the timekeeper and rings the bell. There you go. He's got his drink. A lot of sodas on this. I noticed there's like 4 or 5 beverages on these stickers. Oh, okay, pushing soda on us. And then there's a bucket of water with a sponge and a towel. I guess that's to clean the ring in between matches. Who knows? But sweet. I'm glad that those stickers are there. Those are cute. I will clean this up, build it, and we'll display it in a future video. But yeah, guys, there you go. The 1984 LJN Wrestling Superstars Sling 'em Fling 'em Ring. And that makes it all worthwhile. That's why we wake up early in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. To find 35-year-old toys. Bringing them out of obscurity. Bringing them out of people's garages. And bringing them into the forefront. Whoops. Alright, well, I guess that means it's time to end the video there. Thanks for coming with me on my haul, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video.